Yeah, it was. Got to spend some time with family, and it was good.
Did you do anything notable? Any vacations? Anything fun?
Went on a couple trips. I took my two kids and our two nephews. We went to Disney World for a couple of days. And two was enough for me.
Huddy said the same thing. Did you guys go at the same time?
I think he was a little before us. His kids are older, so it was probably a little bit more enjoyable.
Yeah. So what's, now that you've had some months to reflect and sort of get some perspective on the run last year, what's the third title mean to you?
They're all, give you the cliche answer, they're all special. I think what'll stand out about this one is just the Game 7, Madison's performance, Gordon being on third with 2 outs. And for me, just seeing that ball popped up and knowing that it was going to stay in play was a great feeling.
What's the offseason feel like when it's this short? I mean, is it a noticeable difference for you coming back when you guys play so deep into October?
I think yes and no. Sometimes, some days it does feel like it's getting here quickly, and then others not so much. For me, the main thing I tried to do this offseason compared to after 10 and 12 was I gave myself an extra 2 weeks just to rest than I would have after 10 and 12. Just hoping that, those 2 weeks would let my body kind of heal up and recuperate, and would make the transition into weightlifting smoother, and hoping that will pay dividends later in the year.
Was part of that just how you felt physically in the last couple of weeks of the playoffs there?
No, I think that would have been. I think I would have stuck with that plan regardless of that. Yeah.
Is it fun, I guess, seeing everybody again? You get the fans, kind of get you really, I guess, ready for spring training. This kind of signifies that it's near.
Yeah, it is. It's always interesting the way you feel coming into FanFest, and then when you leave FanFest, because you're right, you get the excitement of the fans, and they're what make this game fun for us and for all of us. I think is how they feel about baseball.
When you look at this team, kind of a quiet off season, a lot of people are worried. You didn't land the big, free agent, frontline pitcher, and like that, but a lot of the guys talking about the makeup inside the clubhouse, that it's not about what's on paper. Your feelings on the off season?
I think it was a good off season. Obviously losing Pablo, he's been an integral part to our success. We're going to miss his energy, and it'll be up to us to recognize that when we might need to pick up the energy, whether it's in the clubhouse or during the game. Morse was a huge player for us, but I think that signing Aoki and McGee are big pickups, or trading for McGee. Having caught against them the past several years, they're both really tough outs. And for pitchers and catchers, sometimes those aren't the guys you want to see come up with a guy on third and less than 2 outs, because you're not going to get a strikeout. So I think they're going to be really good fits for us.
Each year coming off a championship, Buster, do you feel like you guys have learned a little more about how to cope with the year after?
I hope so. Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, because obviously the goal is to win as many regular season games as possible and then get in the playoffs somehow. So unfortunately we weren't able to do that in 11 and 13. Hopefully that's something we can do this year.
With the loss of Pablo and Morse, a lot of people are questioning where the power is going to come from. Do you feel any personal pressure to up your home run numbers this year?
No, Aoki told me he was going to hit 20 this year, so I'm not worried about it.
In terms of that, though, do you feel like there is more pop in the batter? We're talking to Belt, and he says that you never really reach the pinnacle. You never reach what you think you can do. Do you feel the same way, that there might be more power in there, and we'll find out?
Yeah, I think you're always looking to tweak, little things and try to get better all the time, no matter no matter if it's power or just whatever. So yeah, I think you look at our infield this year, and we're still young. I think we've got guys that are coming into their prime throughout the whole infield, and Hunter probably will, be Hunter until he can't go anymore. So I think we'll be in a good spot.
Have you watched any highlights of the postseason run?
I have.
Anything stick out in particular? Image?
Anything stick out? Yeah, I mean, the few ones for me are the 18th inning home run of Belt, Hunter's catch up against the right field wall, and then the pop-up, the final out.
Do you love the fact that with Madison, I mean, nothing's gonna change him? The fame, all the awards, it's still the same guy?
Yeah, I think that's what makes him good. I think that he'll be true to his roots, and it'll probably serve him well.
How do you feel about the rotation? You have depth, 7 guys, you have some injuries, Kane's coming back.
Yeah, I feel good. I mean, I think hopefully, Kane will be back and healthy, and I think we can expect big things out of him this year. I'm sure he'll be hungry to get out there and, contribute again. And then, the rest of the staff are really established pitchers.
How much conversation have you had with Boch in the front office regarding playing more first base or getting
None.
nothing at all? Is that anything you've considered in the offseason?
No, it's not.
A lot of people on the outside discuss that frequently. Is that completely misplaced conversation?
Yeah, I mean, I like I just mentioned to you, I mean, we haven't discussed anything with Boch or saves or anything, and I mean, I want to stay behind the plate for as long as I can because I think I bring value as a catcher.
How would you feel, though, do you think about a transition eventually to first and for you physically adding years to your career?
I don't know. I mean, I think I can't look ahead. I got to stay focused on this year, stay focused on getting ready in spring training, and then trying to win as many games as we can throughout the year.